Part 4 of movies that are a 5 out of 10 on IMDb that I find at least some enjoyment in. And I'm not saying these movies are good or that I would give them a high score, I'm just saying these were more enjoyable and or had more guilty pleasure potential than I thought. So like, follow, and comment for more movie related content. Which movies with a low rating did you find enjoyment in? Wounds stars Armie Hammer and follows a bartender who collects a lost phone at his job, and he starts getting ominous messages. Cool premise, but first and foremost, this does feel like an art house film. It doesn't lay all its themes out too clearly, which is fine, and the themes I enjoyed. This movie had some respectable moments, but there are some editing choices that I wasn't a fan of, plus some parts of the stories that just should have been cleaned up. No one is really likable, which is part of the point, but with some films like this one, it can get to a certain place where you ask yourself, why should I care anymore? So I'm a sucker for found footage horror sometimes, and Devil's Due is not a great film, but it gave me some creepy moments and a likable enough premise to carry me through. A couple goes on their honeymoon and soon after have a pregnancy that came much earlier than it should have, and it comes with some sinister elements. Is it unique? No. Will it give you some entertaining stuff if you were looking for another found footage film? I would say so. So no, this sequel does not have Art the Clown in it this time, and the new main villain is much less interesting. Another round of a mysterious VHS tape with some gruesome content. If you don't like the first All Hallows Eve, you are likely not to enjoy this one, but I do like anthology horror, and the segments here were still entertaining enough to keep me in that Halloween spirit during that time of year. Another found footage guilty pleasure that built some surprisingly decent tension. A family returns home from a vacation and finds their home broken into. Little do they know that the intruder is far from gone. And this one has some improbabilities with this villain and some other questionable aspects in the story and characters, but the idea of carrying out your day-to-day life with someone just casually watching your every move from within, exact motives unknown, this one just made me feel uneasy more than I thought it would. A family has an uncomfortable Christmas celebration that gets much worse when they wake up to their house being enclosed, trapping them in, and mysterious messages popping up on the TV telling them what to do. And this premise was incredible, and there is plenty of fun to be had, but some attempts at tension and acting just miss the mark. It has some intriguing themes and character moments. They aren't often explored in the most unique way, but I think there's enough to keep most people invested. So if you have been understanding of where I'm coming from so far, I hope this last one isn't completely blasphemous, but is this horrendous sequel to the Blair Witch Project necessary, or even what a potential sequel needed to be? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I do think I am the only one I've seen find any enjoyment in this sequel. Narratively, it is all over the place, the acting is abysmal, but there's just something in all the trash that was either amusing enough or intriguing enough to keep me invested throughout. And just keep in mind when I say intriguing, I do not mean good. So anyway, like, follow, and comment for more movie related content, or some lower rated films that you find enjoyment in.